All right, we're going to do a quick topography. This is going to be very fast. This is something I do this not so you necessarily get it from this sketch, but you should take a few minutes and try a few of these just so that you feel comfortable and understand how they work. So here on a topographic plan, you'll be adding a picnic table area. This happens to be for the visitors to Dracula's castle. The visitors have, after they have blood sucked, they will need to be wheeled in wheelchairs back to their cars. Therefore, the walkway needs to be accessible. Alter the contour lines to create a better stormwater runoff pattern that will not impact the picnic area. Create a construction pad. That's a key weird term that they use a lot on the exam. A construction pad is not a concrete pad. It's the flat-ish area that gets ready to build on. It's not actually flat because you want the water to run off, but it's sort of flat. The dashed rectangle, create an accessible path, but do not disturb any of the existing parking lot or the existing trees. What would you do? Well, it's a little hard to read on this, but the numbers are higher up here and they're lower down there, so it's flowing downhill that way. The first thing we want to think about is how do we get the water that's flowing downhill here not go into our picnic area. So the first thing I'm going to suggest is that we're going to end up doing something like this. So I'm changing that contour line, getting rid of that part, and I'm creating a swale, a ditch. Do another one there. And I'm doing that. So what is happening now is as that water comes down, it's going to pick up onto those, into those swales, and it's going to get taken right around our site. This contour line there has created our zone for the construction pad. So that's all relatively flat-ish. Doesn't have to be flat, like I said. I would probably still have a little bit of contour play here in order to kind of keep that going. And then the other thing I'd be worried about is trying to get this to be an accessible path. Clearly, I have two contours right next to each other, right here and here. That's problematic. That means if they're close, that means that's steeper. So I'm probably going to do something like that. And now I have equal spacing from there to there and there and there and to there. So this is now, if we check the numbers, we'd find that's now an accessible 1 to 20 pathway roughly. So there you go. That very complicated thing actually is pretty simple. All you got to do is get the water to go around and then make sure that people can get to the site and give a little area for the construction pad. In the way that the exam is currently set up, they're not likely to make you draw this, but they may have you draw one portion of it. They may have you place where a swale would go. They may show you an image, and then you would have to respond, yes, that's a good idea, or no, that's a bad idea. So you're not going to draw it like I just did, but you may have to deal with it in some way. And this is absolutely an important part of programming and analysis.